the three main points you're standing for?
Three main points. I've been watching the community board for the last 3 years. As you know, I used to be, or you may not know, I used to be on the council and community board for 12 years. Watched for the last 3 years, and I've got encouraged, enthused to get back into the community board because I don't believe it's being used to the full extent that it can be and should be. And I think there should be some improvement there, and I think I can help with that. I'd like to see some projects get completed. We've done a lot of procrastination in the last 3 years, a lot of planning, replanning, reconsultation, relitigation. You've got to get on and do things. Our philosophy was every year at least have 1 or 2 projects underway. I want to get back into that sort of philosophy. And yeah, there's some big issues, always big issues facing a growing town. And I just want to represent the people the best way I can to make sure that we deal with those issues. And Wanaka continues to be the great place that we love to live in and visit.
And what's your position on growth in the region?
Well, growth, it's happening and it'll continue to happen. We go through cyclic changes. There's been a lot of growth, a very popular place to live, but it can be managed. And that's why we did the strategic plan back in 2002, Wanaka 2020, looking ahead 20 years. And that's basically coming the end of the 20 years now, so we need to be looking ahead the next 20 years. But in the meantime, we need to get on and do some things to cater for the current population, the current communities in our district. And that's where we've fallen short, I believe, over the last 3 years.
And how do you think our airports should be expanded, if at all?
Oh, airport is, you've got to look at the big picture of the airport. It's one of our biggest economic assets this town's got. It's an economic enabler. It facilitates economic growth, and it can do in the future to diversify away from our reliance on tourism. You look at all the activities at the airport. There's so many commercial activities, employ people, a lot of people, and there's room for that to grow. And for our population growing, we did have a commercial service here, and I think people would like another commercial service. So I'm all for developing the airport to provide initially a domestic, regional service, and that could help for a future economic ventures, such as if we got a university campus here or a research and development centre from government. We need the connections with Wellington and Christchurch, maybe Dunedin, and a regional air service is what we need for that. Now we've been working on that for many years, and I'd just like to see that continue.
And should tourism continue to be our main industry?
Well, as I just say, it is New Zealand's main industry at the moment, and nothing wrong with that. And I think we've got the perfect location for a good tourism industry. But we do need to diversify and not be totally reliant on it, because things are changing, and also the tourism industry needs to, and they adapt to the different conditions as we talk about the climate changing, things like that. But we live in a great place to live. And we should welcome visitors. That's a big part of our economy, and we should, as long as we manage it, and it can be managed.
And tell us a little about yourself and what brings up emotion for you in the community.
Emotion? Well, I've been living here for 20 odd years. Like I say, I was involved in local government for 12 years, really enjoyed it. We achieved a lot. It was great to see the communities grow, become more established. I'm passionate about Wanaka. I've had 3 years out of local government now, so I'm now energised. A little through frustration, but I'm energised and enthused to get in, and I've got time available. I'm well established here in Wanaka, and I would love to see the town prosper the way I know it can, and the communities be very, very successful and thrive.